Right, Ella, today you're going to look at Brad Pitt. This is going to be exciting.
Yes, it is. And today I'll be using my power intelligence and I will be using remote mind probes. So
Right.
stay tuned. This is going to be exciting because we're doing from his early life all the way down to 2025.
So
So,
we are going to rattle through this.
yep,
We are
yep, we
excited.
certainly are.
Right, so William Bradley Pitt was born in December 1963 in Oklahoma. He was born to William Pitt, Alvin Pitt, and Jane Etta Pitt, who was a school counselor. Family soon moved to Springfield, Missouri, and Brad grew up with his younger siblings, who were Douglas and Julie. So tell us about his childhood. Was it normal?
Well, I'm just looking at the photo with his mother and father. He really does look like his mum, doesn't he? Very much so.
Doesn't he? Big,
So anyway,
big smile.
yeah, yeah, same chins as well. Um, all the children were treated very well, his siblings. He was a bit of an armchair philosopher and he questioned everything, including religion, because his parents were quite religious. He was a funny child, as in everything was what, where, why, with a smiley, cheerful grin on his face. So he got his answers in his cheeky way. He was smiley and cheerful. As he grew up, pardon me, he made people laugh and he was outgoing as well. I do see a mild skin condition and I can see him and feel him scratching his skin and it feels a little bit lumpy and it feels like eczema. He was very, very active and really enjoyed sport. I do feel he has some symptoms of ADHD.
Well, it seems like a nice everyday boy growing up with his family in America.
Yes, yes.
So Pitt's early years in Hollywood were quite gritty. Loads of odd jobs, chauffeuring strippers in a limo, apparently, delivering refrigerators, chicken suits for restaurants, this, that, and the other. But he did hone his craft with acting coach Roy London. What was this period like in his life?
Yes, he did love his acting lessons where he could express so many different diverse of his personality. He actually really enjoyed this time in his life. It was like freedom, happiness. He wasn't tied to being like doing a degree or having a 9 to 5 job. He was quite happy just doing odds and ends and just earning what he could to pay the bills. As long as he had enough money to pay his bills and take the girls out, he was really happy. He had lots of friends and lots of girlfriends. He was very, very popular. Thelma and Louise, yeah. God, I remember when this come out. How's that for a photo?
Hmm, I know. So let's have a look at his rise to fame. His big breakthrough came in 91 with Thelma and Louise, where he was a seductive hitchhiker, turned heads, and this really turned into a heartthrob. He was beautiful. How did he handle this fame?
He felt really bad because he went from just earning like hand to mouth type living and having a bit of fun to earning a lot of money. And he felt really sad for people that were on low incomes that couldn't afford their own housing and people in need. He gave a lot of money away when he first started. Um, to begin with, he liked being in the limelight. He did like that, but it was the money that affected him. And like I said, he wanted to give it away. Working with famous people, he had a touch of nervousness meeting them. He could not believe the roles. kept coming and coming for him. He worked himself into exhaustion, and he did spend some time in hospital for mental health conditions. And I feel that's plainly and simply from exhaustion. He had girlfriends, but he could not to relate any of them on a deep level, and he really craved that.
So by 2000, everybody knew that Brad Pitt was a global superstar. He married Jennifer Aniston in July 2000. What was the marriage like, Ella?
He was really happy. He loved being with her, and I felt she felt the same. It was he enjoyed the simple things with her, and he had a lot in common. They did have quite a good marriage.
Yeah, I mean, to the rest of us that would watch them, in all the media outlets, they seemed very warm and genuine with each other.
Yes, yes, they were.
So they separated in January 2005. Why did he really leave her?
Well, Angelina Jolie, she hoodwinked him, and he was quite excited with her because she was really different. She stood out from anybody that he had ever met, and she always kept him guessing. And she wanted him, plain and simply, as well. So she went out of her way. But he did try and keep his marriage together with Jennifer, but his eyes were turned, and that was it. It was finished.
So Mr. and Mrs. Smith came out end of 2003, and this sparked a real life romance with Angelina Jolie. Did the relationship start during filming?
He was committed to Jennifer, but he did have a lot of sleepless nights thinking about Angelina. And also, Angelina was in contact with him constantly once they started filming. But she was doing it in a way to allure him.
Brad and Angelina officially started dating in 2005. They married 14th August 2014. They have six children together. What was their relationship like?
It was a whirlwind. It was exciting, always something new. She was also open sexually in regards to gender, and Brad was absolutely fascinated by this because he came from quite a religious, conservative background. Um, he wasn't into it himself, but he just thought it was fascinating. Um, yeah, when they adopted the children, this is when the problem started. Brad cared for these children, but he did not want to adopt. He really didn't. But at this stage, what Angelina wanted, she got. Angelina was the boss in this relationship. Brad started to tire of her dual personality. He did he did not excite him anymore. When her mother died, it was the downhill for this relationship completely.
Okay, well, their high-profile relationship ended in a messy divorce in 2016, marked by allegations of abuse, with a lengthy legal battle over custody and finances eventually settling after 8 years. Do you believe the allegations to be correct?
Yes, they are correct, but it was verbal abuse. Brad had good lungs on him. And also, so did Angelina. She gave what she got, but I don't feel it was physical in any respect. It wasn't just Brad drinking, it was also Angelina. They were both drinking. So just causing Brad for it is not right at all. Yeah, she had a shocking temper. And also from one day to the next, you never know what you were going to get with her. She'd be in a good mood, then she'd be in a bad mood, and then she'd be sad and and she'd be happy. Quite hard to keep up with her moods.
Hmm. So why did they divorce finally?
Brad's mental state started to go downhill. I feel he was admitted to hospital a few times. This has not come out at all because it was part of the divorce settlement. So nobody can say anything. But he was quite a sensitive soul. So hence, going to hospital yet again. Yeah, and also he missed Jennifer a lot, and he missed the simple life that he had with her and the compatibility. He tried to get her back during this period, but he was rejected. And she said, I think it's best we just be friends. And also, what you did to me, you just left me. I can't get over that, which I think is, fair enough. Found being a father quite difficult. He found it was quite restrictive, as much as he liked the children being around, and he found being a father really difficult. And when it does come to the children, he's close to the twins, but I do feel the other children have taken Angelina Jolie's side, and that is it. They don't really want to know him at all, sadly.
So in 2019, he really hit a career peak. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, winning Best Supporting Actor Oscar, and Ad Astra also showcased his introspective side. By 2025, his films have grossed over 6.9 billion worldwide. What is his life like today?
He is enjoying the film industry more because it's more behind the scenes work and he's not constantly in the spotlight. He actually is happy that he's older now and he's not so good looking. So hence he's not
That's debatable, Ella. Look at him at
yeah,
61.
yeah. Well, this is what he feels. This is what he feels inside. So he feels he's not a chick magnet anymore, and he's not constantly hounded by press like he used to be. He tries his best to be happy, and he enjoys the simple life now. And also, he's growing up, of course. That's debatable. That is so funny.
He's the most beautiful man. So his latest relationship then. So this is Brad at 61 with Ines de Ramon at 32. Given the 29-year age gap, what's their relationship like?
They are friends. They truly are friends, and they understand each other's emotions. They laugh a lot and they have fun. They have much in common. This relationship has been healing for Brad. It has also been healing for Ines as well on a very deep level.
Do you think this relationship will last?
No, I don't. I feel it's been a healing relationship, and I feel when it does end, they still will be friends. I don't feel it's going to sustain because of the 29-year age gap between them. And I feel it's going to wear on both of them as time goes on.
So the question, Ella, that everybody wants to know from you is, do you think Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston will ever get back together again?
No,
Everybody is voting for it. Oh, that's a shame.
no. I don't feel Jennifer can truly forgive him, but she does love him and he loves her, and they're so compatible on every level, even age. But sadly, no, no. And also, maybe she would if he was single for at least 3 years. Then she would consider it. But not at the current moment, no. Because he goes from one girlfriend to another girlfriend to another girlfriend. And she feels that he needs to spend time alone to work out who he truly is deep down inside.
Well, there you go, Brad Pitt. If you're listening, spend a bit of time alone and you can finally get Jen back. That's what we all want. A happy ending.
Yes, it would be lovely, wouldn't it? Okay, thank you everybody for watching my video. Stay tuned. Till next time. Bye for now.